Hello, greetings and happy 2016 Burtonians. Yes, I know I'm attempting to coin a community name, but Burton and the Burts didn't sound quite right. So any and all suggestions are welcome down in the comment section below, so feel free to put something awesome in there, that'd be great. Otherwise I'll be calling you Burtonians and you'll be like, what? Isn't that a dog? Yeah. So this video is going to be one of many this year, which I'll be discussing my goals and I'll be getting to chat to you lovely bunch of loons about things in general and the channel and where I want it to go. So 2016 is here. I've actually set myself a rather lofty goal of 5,000 subs by the end of the year. In order to hit that, I'm actually going to need your help. As someone who works full time, I'm actually not too bothered when the YouTubers who I watch don't have a schedule, as I usually just watch their episodes and I binge on them when I actually have the time. Now I know that's not actually for everyone. Some people prefer to come onto the channel at a certain time and expect a video to be there even on a certain day, certain time in the day. But you may have actually noticed recently that I've been uploading a lot more than I used to do. And this is kind of like the first step in reaching my goal. Now I've tried to do detailed schedules before and to be honest it didn't really work with my sort of work-life balance, so I actually scrapped that. What I have been doing recently is releasing my uploads around about 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock if there's 3 episodes I've got ready to go out on that day. But what I'm going to say is you're at least going to have 1 video a day. And the reason why I don't say guaranteed 3 videos a day is actually for a good reason. Firstly, rendering. Rendering does take quite a bit of time. I've got a fairly hefty PC as well and it still takes a bit of time. But there's actually no way around this because I record using DX Story. I use the Lagerif lossless codec, and when I'm actually recording using that, if I was just to try and upload the file straight away from that, no rendering, anything like that, YouTube actually says it's going to take 300-400 minutes in which to upload it and to actually get it ready. Now that's ridiculous considering my internet speed, my upload speed is actually quite good as well. I just thought that's just useless. It's a shame because when I render an episode, the rendering time takes about double the length of the episode, so a 20-minute episode, say 40 minutes for instance. But then when I upload that on YouTube, it takes less than 6 minutes. So you can see there, time-wise, it makes sense. The only time I actually get to record, in case you don't know, is Monday evening after about 8 o'clock or so because I work till about 7:30. All day Wednesday because that's my day off, and Thursday after 8 o'clock as well. So you can see I don't actually have a lot of time to record and get things ready, and that's kind of the reason why I don't spam out 8 videos a day. I mean, for one, it would be too much. And too much for me, and you guys would be sick to death of me by the end of day 1 of 8 videos. So I think 7 upwards a week actually works for me. Hopefully it works for you. What do you think? Do you think that's enough? I mean, I know some of you are probably going to say, yeah, no, we want more than that. And you know what? You might have more on some weeks. I'm just working on stocking up some episodes for you. Now, something that I've been playing about with for a while is actually adding some new content to the mainstay of the channel, which obviously is Crusader Kings 2 and its modifications. This is actually because I think it's over the last year or so, I don't actually play Crusader Kings 2 casually anymore. And that's a bit of a shame. I think mainly it's because I do so much of it on my channel, and I feel like in a way it's a waste of time for me to do it casually when I could be recording. And that's strange because I don't always play the same casually as I do when I'm recording, because obviously I don't sit here and talk to myself and say I'm going to move this army there and that there. I play a lot differently. But the games I do play in my spare time and what I love to do with these games is what I've been considering I might actually put up on the channel soon. I mean, I've been getting some recordings done, so I have enough to do, say, like a season or so before I release, because these games would generally work more in seasons rather than have massive long plays. I mean, check Hard West out for example. I actually love that game, but I ran out of episodes way too fast, and now it's kind of fallen by the wayside as these new mods and these new requests come in for Warhammer, new Game of Thrones mods. But rest assured, whatever it is I'll be deciding to do and what I've done so far, I'm actually putting some time and effort into this while still maintaining those series as well, so they won't be going anywhere. But it's kind of where you guys come into it. Is there a game that you want to see on the channel that you think not only would be entertaining, that I would be good at for you, but it's not medieval or fantasy themed? It doesn't necessarily have to be a strategy game either. You just have to feel like it'd be well received, it would help grow the viewership, and you as an existing sub would enjoy watching it. Now, before you start worrying, don't worry too much. I won't be playing Minecraft, I won't be making makeup video blogs, as both of those would be far too awesome. Just a quick tip, applying foundation to a beard requires a mop, not a brush. Yeah, check out my other channel for that. It's called Burton's Mop Face. Yeah. So that's pretty much what I kind of wanted to get off my chest a little bit. I thought new year, not a new start, but sort of a slightly different outlook on things. And one thing I always forget to mention is add me on Twitter. I'll leave the link in the description, make it nice and easy for you. I'm putting a lot more updates on Twitter now and I'll continue to do so. Prime example was the other day, Stannis episode was going to be very late because YouTube decided to be a pain and not render it correctly. So I had to re-upload it and then it wouldn't go to high definition for 2 hours. 2 hours, that's ridiculous. So I was able to put a quick message on there saying it'll be 7:30 or roundabouts. So those of you who do follow me were fully updated and the rest of you were just left there shouting, screaming at the heavens, going, Burton, we need Stannis. Well, add me, you know. And I'll also be putting some updates throughout the week on what I'm actually getting up to, what game I'm actually trying out, if I'm trying anything out. And yeah, I think it's a good way to communicate. Sometimes it's difficult with all comments on different videos to remember which one I've replied to and where. And comments are great for specific episodes, but for actually conversing with me in general about things not about the episode, it can be quite difficult to keep up with things that way. So I think it's good. Don't worry if you're not on Twitter. I'm not going to be begging anyone to sign up and create a Twitter account. I just thought it'd be interesting for you guys to see a little bit more about what goes on in the channel. I'll also probably update some things, you know, like computer specs, maybe how I render, how I get my sound quality, that sort of thing as well. I thought might be quite interesting. So in closing the video off, something that I want to ask each and every one of you is, what made you sub in the first place? What was the video or series that drew you to the channel? And tell me about it. Tell me what you think. Is it something that's no longer on the channel that you'd like to see back again? Is it, yeah, well, you tell me, you subbed. I think that's going to be it. I'm waffling, I've run out of things to say, I'm doing a lot of ers and ahs, and that's it. So if you like the video, you know exactly what to do. I'm not going to say it, you just said it in your brain. Thanks guys, and thank you for all your support, and let's hope for a good 2016. Cheers.